Magicians is a story by Lev Grossman about a group of young people who come from very different walks of life, and magic is sort of what unites them.
So be a magician? Are you guys trying to take over the world, or?
We don't teach that, but give it a go.
What's exciting for me is to watch the actors interpret the characters. It's a funny thing.
Avada Kedavra!
You're sort of looking at these people and you're just like, how did you escape from my head and get out there and run around?
I had a notebook right here, Hillary and Further, book 6.
And you what, you think I stole it? Some dumbass kid's book?
I have the privilege of living inside of the world that he's created, and having him around is terrifying.
Surprise! What did you say? What are you talking about?
Oh, no one.
It's a difficult thing to adapt these books to television because a lot of it is Quentin's journey and it's what's happening in Quentin's head, and now we get the chance to explore these other beautiful characters that Lev wrote.
I call Lev the Godfather. He's been wonderfully involved. He sat in on the read, he came out with us afterwards, and we really talked with him about our characters.
The story of Julia, it's a tragic story. It's a very sad story about somebody who is losing their purchase on who they are.
This is one character that I was never able to sort of map out. It was one of the things that I kind of show up and let her take over. Dude. And he looked at me and he said, "It's so funny you should say that because that's exactly how I wrote her." He was like, "I didn't know how to write for this 20-something-year-old girl." And he said once he put the pen to the paper, he couldn't stop. She wrote herself. Figured it out. The spell, or, you know, the whole point that there isn't one.
It's always a shock for fans of books to see it on screen for the first time because they have their own images of what the characters are, what they look like.
We're making art and we're putting something out there that other people then take and create a new thing out of it. When we read Harry Potter, like, I know who Harry Potter is, you know, but like, you know who he is too.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different dude. But they're both valid. They're both Harry Potter.
What it takes from the books, I think, is a certain tone, the settings. Most of the characters come from the books. The general arc of the story comes from the books, but the specifics, what they do on a daily basis and kind of how they move the arc forward, in some places is very different from the books, which is quite exciting.
Are they? Yep.
Love wins.
The feeling of seeing your stuff, something you've written, putting the scenes together in your head, and then to watch a team of people build it in real life, it's incredibly exciting.
His books are so brilliant, and we're so fortunate to have him involved in the way that we do.
He's so supportive and loves what we've been doing, which is really encouraging.
For those of you who are fans of the books and have read them and sort of invested emotionally in them, I really hope you'll watch the show. A lot of the details are different, but I think you'll find that the characters, their kind of personalities, their sort of souls are the same. The people who made this show, they love the books as much as you do. And they put their whole hearts into trying to get whatever's special about the books, to get it on screen. And I think they've done that.